Hello, Village here, and welcome to another episode of King of the Hill. The reigning champion is Kuba, and once again, he's getting challenged by Swedish House FIFA. I thought I might as well bring back this matchup, because they played each other twice before. Let's see if third time's gonna be the charm. So far, I believe that Kuba DC'd once, and then he beat Swedish House FIFA once. That's how I believe it went. I don't really remember it. Didn't bother to go back and check it. But we're playing the PCM, and we're going to see Kuba be controlling Trek Racing Factory, and we're going to be seeing Swedish House FIFA, the challenger, be controlling Mega Farm and Quickstep. I have to say that Swedish House FIFA has the upper hand in having the better team, but we all know how good Kuba is, and let's see how he's going to do in today's stage. And the official start to this episode of King of the Hill has been given. Let's take a look at the teams. Surprisingly enough, Kilar is said to be the favorite by PCM. While they have the same amount of stats, but Bone is just better at sprinting. And on the PCM, if it comes down to a sprint on the velodrome, Bone will win it. But if we look at the challenger, the challenger, of course, Swedish House FIFA, not Kuba. Swedish House FIFA is controlling Quickstep. He's got Bonen, Kaiser, Kwiatkowski, Martin, Stibar, Terpstra, Van Kirchberg, and Vandenberg, all around those 75 to 81 cobblestone stats. Very important and very strong. While we look on Kuba's side, he is really lackluster in his team because he only really has Cancellara with 81 cobblestone, and then the next guy is like Devolder or Rash with 73 and 75. So this is going to be a one-man effort from Trek, but it can also be an 8-man effort from Quickstep. I might have seen a guy already attack. I know Kuba wants to attack in stage like this, but it's not actually him going the breakaway first. It's Kwiatkowski from Swedish House FIFA. He only has 73 cobblestones, so he's not one to watch out for. But, you know, if you give anyone any time, they will make something out of it. And we always see Kuba's patient with Nisolo. Nisolo won't do much. He probably brought him just for the hills, because his cobblestone is only 67. So he's bringing him back, and normally we actually see Kuba trying to attack or get in the early breakaway. But this time he has to pace for it. Kwiatkowski has been caught by the peloton, then Solo has been pacing for 40 kilometers and he finally caught him. Now Popovic has moved to the front and he's now pacing for Vandenberg. Shin Vandenberg decided to attack straight after Kwiatkowski got caught. And it seems like Kuba is just taking this pace relaxingly. He has, what's his name? He has got Cancellara all the way at the back of the front. Is that? See, normally I would place my guys where Swedish House FIFA are placing his, like right around where Bonen is, but it looks like Kuba is deciding to trust Cancellara and make sure that he doesn't fall behind and just have him in the middle of the front, I'd guess. It's near the back of the front group, I'd say. Well, it's still a pretty good place. Let's see how this is going to turn out, because, where is he again? Did he already get caught? I think, no, he didn't get caught. He's all the way out here. He just passed the second group really fast. He's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Kuba should probably do something about this, but with cobblestone sections coming up, the peloton is going to split. And as of this moment, the front group is now going on Troy de Villay, which is a 4-star cobble section, and Vandenberg's a real strong cobbler. He's got 77 cobblestones, so watch out for this guy. If you give him too much, he's just going to take it all. But with 160 kilometers left, it might be a bit optimistic. Let's see, there is still another 4 minutes until the peloton will reach Troy Villay, but something's gonna happen. Actually, I learned a strategy where you put all you guys to the front, you pace like 60 or 65 on the dot just to make sure everyone goes to the front. That way, if cracks appear, you don't fall behind. But Cancellara is well placed right next to Bonen. So, if a crack does appear, Cancellara and Bonen both survive. But it's not looking too good for Kuba with this team, because he's only got like 4 guys up here. Actually 5 guys. It's looking just fine. Nothing is happening. I thought a higher pace might have been set, but it's not at all. Ralston and Popovic are sitting a bit far back in my opinion, but seems like they're going to do just fine. The first time we're really going to see them make a move is on the Aronberg. Here, let's see, where's the Aronberg? I believe it's up here somewhere. The Aronberg, it's 5-star cobble sections. There it is. The Troy de Aronberg. This is where you gotta watch out. It's 2.2 kilometers long and it's a 5-star cobble section. This is normally where we see all the action happening, but it's a PCM stage. Who knows? I believe the peloton is actually going to split earlier than the Aronberg, because right after I stopped recording, we saw that the peloton split up real badly, because Danilo Hondo and Bob Jungles decided to go to the front with the help of Strand de Valder, and the peloton's really strong out, and we see here it's breaking, right at Popovic it's breaking, and it only looks like Bonus, he's got keys to the steep bar and Terpstra up here, so we should do just fine. Popovic is just hanging on. Here's Van Kirchberg is trying to catch up now. This is an important helper to get up there. Every single man is important. Spilak is giving up, and the peloton is officially split. Doesn't seem like anyone big. Actually, Tony Martin got caught behind. It's not really gonna matter, and there's looks like all the important guys are up here. And Van Kiersberg stayed up here. But this is what I'm talking about. You gotta pace with all your riders to make sure they stay in the front group. There's actually another... What? No, never mind. There's a... There's two in my group now, and I counted from the second group. So let's count from Danilo Hondo up till Shin Vandenberg. Shin Vandenberg. Oh, there's a flat. Oh, Ninsolo. Not really gonna matter. This man paced for a long time. Still losing a guy who might have been able to get in water or so. But he's been pacing for a long time, so I don't think he had that much left in him. But I felt the crack was gonna happen, and it did happen. And the Aronberg is getting closer and closer. Where was it again? It's somewhere up here. Oh, no, it's not even that one. We're actually pretty far away from the Aronberg, it seems like. It's already all the way up here. So, still loads of things to happen. It seems like the peloton has calmed down. Kuba got tired of pacing and decided to attack with Hayden Ralston. Ralston's got 73 cobblestone, and out there we have Shin Vandenberg with 77 cobblestone. I still believe that Ralston will do better though, because Vandenberg has been out here for about 50 to like 70 kilometers, and that's quite a lot. And now you force Swedish House FIFA to react. Maybe I underestimated Vandenberg's abilities, and maybe he's in good form and good shape, but this is just Kuba gambling. Because if he depends on Ralston versus Vandenberg, it's kind of a gamble, but I would also go for it. In this situation, when you look upon the two teams, I'd still go for it. But it seems like Kuba is still keeping a small leash, so I don't think Kuba has really decided what to do yet. Is he going to bring Ralston back and start pacing with him? Because it seems like he might be on key position Popovic, but it seems like he's still relaying a small pace, and it's also smart, just it's a contingency plan in case anything happens. But I've been speaking so much about the Aronberg, and it's finally happening soon. Out in the front, Shin Vandenberg is now entering, it's actually already on the Aronberg, and this is a very important section. But down the peloton with 5 minutes up to Shin Vandenberg, we might see, some of these guys have to make a final decision, and yes, there goes Rast. Rast is either pacing or attacking. He decided to pace with Rast now, but, oh, actually no, he decided just to go to the front. So, it seems like the attack from Ralston is negated, and he will bring him back. At least his time gap is reducing by quite a lot now, so, seems like Kuba is trying, oh, actually he's attacking with Cancellara. What the heck? 100 kilometers out, we see Cancellara going with Rast and Ralston. This was a smart little neat plan by Ralston. So now Van Kiersberg is going to the front. If this fails, Cancellara is going to be dead. But now you force Kwiatkowski and Kiersberg and Kies and all these guys to pace, and they have to help Bone as much as possible. I was not ready for an attack from Cancellara, but it seems like he stopped pacing again, and now he's back in the peloton. I gotta say, that was a really weird attack. It kind of worked since you made Swedish House FIFA pace, but was it really worth it? What is he doing? Once again, he went with Rast and Cancellara. Is he trying to get Cancellara driving into form? Like, is he trying to ride Cancellara into form? He's now got a 13-second gap down to the peloton. And once again, we see Ilio Kaiser and Michael Kwiatkowski trying to pace for Cancellara and Gregory Rast. This seems like suicide to me, even though I know how good Kuba is. But 100 kilometers out, that is questionable no matter how good you are. Cancellara must be +5 in the day, but oh my god, this is big. Hayden Ralston has a puncture. This is real big. This guy is one of the best helpers for Cancellara and has now been eliminated from the race. Cancellara only has Rast left, so he's forced to go for this, because he is... If he goes back to the peloton, he only has Rast, and this is the only option he has now. He has to go from 100 kilometers out with Cancellara and just hope to get a big enough gap down to this group. And he's got to hope that these guys die, and then Tom Bowden has to go. But this is such a shame for Kuba. Having that puncher for Hayden Ralston is going to make such a big difference. With 60 kilometers to go, Cancellara caught up to Shin Vandenberg, and these two have a minute 30 down to the peloton, and they're on, what was this one called again? It was the Ortiz, a 4-star cobblestone section, and I really question this play by Kuba, because I know how good Cancellara is, but 100 kilometers to go and going with Cancellara seems way too far out. I mean, I don't know. Why question the master? The master will just show us, I guess. We'll see what Kuba can do. And this is Cancellara's only choice. But now he's got a +1. Now he's carrying Vandenberg all the way to the line. But Vandenberg must be pretty low on green and yellow, because he's been out there the entire day. Even longer than Cancellara have been. Also, down here we see that Bowden is actually losing teammates. Michael Kwiatkowski is gone. Stibar is pacing. And it also looks like Ilio Kaiser is done. So Bowden has to use Terpstra pretty soon and go himself. And with 50 kilometers to go, it's actually looking pretty good for Cancellara. If Kuba can keep this pace up, he has a chance of winning this. But with 50 kilometers to go, it's still a long way. Cancellara has left Shin Vandenberg and still has a minute down to the main group with Bonen in it. This is quite impressive, but Bonen only has Terpstra and Stiebar left, and Stiebar must be getting tired, because 78 cobblestones and been pacing for quite a while with Ilio Kaiser and Michael Kwiatkowski. It seems like it's Bonen's time to get unleashed with Niki Terpstra, and it should be coming up real soon, because there's only like a few cobblestone sections left, and it looks to be now. Bonen's going to the right. Is this his acceleration? He's definitely dropping Michael Schar, so yes, this looks like it is Bonen's acceleration, and Shin Vandenberg is done for the day. He is out of green, so it's Cancellara versus these three men. Can they catch back up? They have to keep pacing. Cancellara is a beast, just for being out there so long with a minute gap. If he wins this, I will be so surprised. But I said that in the last episode, I believe, where Kuba also was doing something like so surprisingly, but he still won it. So who knows? Anything can happen. And this is not looking too good for Swedish House FIFA. I know he still has 3 guys here, but he needs to use Tom Bonen real soon, and there's only a few cobblestone sections left, so if he really wants to utilize his cobblestone stats, he needs to go right now, because he's actually using Niki Terpstra now. It looks like but now here goes Tom Bonen. It's Tom Bonen's time to catch up. If we don't see he's killing Niki Terpstra. That was a tactical mistake, because Niki Terpstra had to make his way up to the front and use a lot of efforts, and he's still not in the front of him, so he's still using a lot of efforts out of nothing. Stiebar is dead, Tom Bonen is going for it, Terpstra is done, so it's Bonen versus Cancellara, and with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cobblestone sections left, and let's take a look at the stars of the ratings. We have category 5, category 4, category 5, category 5, category 3, and another category 3. So Bonen can still catch up, but it's going to be really tough. He's got 50 seconds up to Cancellara. Still looking really good for for Cancellara, because if Bonen catches up to Cancellara, Cancellara can still sprint, because, well, Cancellara needs to attack since Bonen is the better sprinter, but it's still looking better than when he started the day. When he started the day, it was 1 man versus 8 riders, basically. Now it's 1 versus 1, but I know Cancellara is getting tired, but so must Bonen be. 30 seconds gap, though. The gap is just gone. The gap is just gone. Cancellara must be gone. He must have been cold now. He must have gone out cold, it seems. Or at least he's just relaxing and saving up for the Velodrome sprint. But Tom Bonen must attack at some point. He can't be dead. He's had so many guys just protect him for that long. But with 20 kilometers left and only 2 big cobblestone sections left, it's going to be very interesting. Can Tom Bonen beat Cancellara? Can Cancellara recuperate enough to win in the sprint? I doubt that, but it's definitely a possibility since it is Cancellara. But Cancellara looks like he's sitting up, or actually no, now he's sitting back into the saddle. He doesn't want Tom Bonen to catch onto his wheel, because when he catches onto his wheel, he'll have the draft effect. And I think Kuba is realizing this, that if Tom Bonen catches up to him, he's never gonna win this stage. But 8 seconds gap, 7-second gap, it looks like Tom Bonen's gonna catch up any second, and 17 kilometers to go. Can Kuba win this with Cancellara after being alone for approximately 70 kilometers? And now he's making a gap again. He's creating a gap. Tom Bonen still haven't caught up. Oh my god, this is gonna be so close. 15 kilometers to go. There's only 2 cobblestone sections left. They're both category 3. Can Tom Bonen do this? He can probably win on the Velodrome. If the gap stays like this, Tom Bonen can win on the Velodrome. But Cancellara is strong enough. He might be able to drive away. He's driving his heart out. He's really trying, but no, it looks to be unsuccessful. Tom Bonen's up onto the side of Cancellara, and now they have to work together. Oh my god, I'm just saying this. I know Kuba is gonna attack at like the 10-kilometer mark. I'm pretty sure he's gonna attack, because it's actually Tom Bonen going first. Tom Bonen is going, and it seems to be all over for Kuba. Kuba has to pace now, and he reacted too late, it looked like. He has to try and pace him back now. They shifted roles. Before we saw Bonen trying to pace Cancellara down. Now Cancellara has to pace Bonen down. And I don't think Cancellara has the efforts in him to do this. And with 10 kilometers to go, he has to decrease. He has to get that gap. He has to close that gap up to Bonen. It's not looking like it's possible for Cancellara. Is Kuba gonna lose this? Yes, he's typing GG. Going with 100 kilometers to go did not seem like the best choice to me, and we're now seeing that it wasn't. 6 kilometers to go, Bonen is all alone in the front, and it looks like we're gonna have a new champion. Swedish House FIFA is gonna win, or at least with 50-second gap, and Cancellara looks to be all dead. It looks like Swedish House FIFA is gonna win. So they're now entering onto the Velodrome. They're gonna have 1 lap, and then we're gonna have Bonen put his hands up in the air and celebrate his victory. Also, Swedish House FIFA at home can now put his arms up in the air and celebrate his victory in King of the Hill. I actually think this is the first time he beats Kuba. So, pretty good job by you. If you think you got what it takes to beat Swedish House FIFA, put your name in the comment section below and I'll get in touch with you. So, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you've thought about this stage. Kuba, was it a misplay? Was it the right thing? I know he doesn't have the team to do this kind of stage, but it was a daring play, and it really didn't pan out for him in the end. So Tom Bonen's going to win this stage, and behind him we see Kilar completely dead. He's going to catch Terpstra, who just entered the velodrome, still going on his first lap. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later.